These ancient Mesopotamian artifacts were made to attract and imprison demons. Archaeologists have discovered over 2,500 ancient bowls buried beneath homes in the Middle East that date back around 1,500 years. At first they look normal, but inside they're covered in strange, spiraling writing. They're called incantation bowls, and they weren't decorations. They were meant to trap evil spirits. Ancient people believed that unseen forces like demons, curses, and malevolent spirits could and would invade homes, cause illness, destroy families, and bring chaos. So they created a defense system. Each bowl was handcrafted and inscribed with protective spells. The writing inside wasn't random. It was written in ancient Aramaic, written in spiraling text, meant to trap and confuse entities. The bowls were buried upside down, often under doorways or corners of the home, so that demons entering the home would become captured inside the bowl, unable to escape their magical prison created by the incantation. Today, the bowls are studied as historical artifacts, but they represent something deeper, a time when people believed the world was shared with forces we couldn't see or fully understand. Yet, those forces could be fought, contained, and controlled, and these incantation bowls were a way to trap something that wasn't supposed to be there.
This is the book that allows you to summon the devil. Let me explain. The Grand Grimoire is a black magic book that was most likely written in around the 1700s. The grimoire is divided into two parts, with the first part detailing how you can summon the devil and make a pact with him. You can ask the devil for any favor and even have him do your bidding. The book also talks about the different demons in hell, such as Lucifer, who is the emperor, and Beelzebub, who is the prince of hell, and Astaroth, the Grand Duke of hell, with whom you can also make a pact. But be warned, the price for the deal is your soul for all eternity. Fun fact, according to some theories, the Grand Grimoire is hidden in the Vatican archives.
The Imperial Treasury of Vienna attests that this is a real demon that has been trapped in glass since an exorcism that occurred in the 17th century. It is regarded as one of the few true evidences of a successful exorcism. It is described as a demon trapped in glass that was driven out during a possession and banished to this glass, and it is widely believed that the devil could take possession of a human body if released.
Please tell me y'all have seen this video where this girl goes to an antique shop in Plainfield, Wisconsin, and she finds this very suspicious looking leather lampshade. Now if you look closely, it almost looks like this leather lampshade has tattoos on it. Now why is this suspicious? Well, Plainfield, Wisconsin is where Ed Gein is from. You know, the guy who inspired Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the serial unaliver and grave robber who fashioned furniture and utensils and bowls and plates and stuff out of human flesh and bones. Now, would it be a far stretch to say that this was made by Ed Gein? Maybe. But would it be impossible that some of his furniture he fashioned made it out to the public? Because as sadistic as it would be for him to give away things he fashioned out of humans, I think we're kind of past that point with this man. So it's entirely possible that this could be made by Ed Gein. It has dominoes and stuff on it. It has tattoos. What do you guys think about this? Let me...
Mysterious artifacts thought to have alien origin. Over 60 years ago, 3 amateur rock hounds were hunting in the eastern mountains of California when they came upon a 2 or 3 inch mass of rock, and when they opened it, they found this. This stone-like mass has been the heart of speculation all over the world, and they think it's over 500,000 years old. Many believe it was some sort of device left by an alien civilization a long time ago. What's known as the Koso artifact has been studied hundreds and hundreds of hours, and many believe it was just a spark plug in the middle of this rock, although the hundreds of hours has never determined that it was an actual piece of spark plug, and they're saying that that's just what they want to tell you. The x-ray seen here of a pin in the middle of a 500,000-year-old rock has scientists bewildered. What do you guys think? Do you think this is a piece of spark plug inside of a 500,000-year-old rock, or do you believe it's an alien artifact?
Scary artifacts that should have been left alone. Archaeologists dug up an ancient black sarcophagus in Alexandria, Egypt, dating around 300 BC. Upon discovery, they had become ever wary of the possibility that the sarcophagus could be cursed. But we are humans and we never learn, so guess what? We opened it. Inside were the remains of 3 skeletons, ancient etched drawings, and ancient sewage water, making this a perfect gift. I'm just joking. There are many drawings of poisonous and venomous creatures around the sarcophagus, making many believe these are warning signs to keep away. And guess what they did? Scientists went through every single bone, but had to stop multiple times due to a terrible odor. The worst part about this is that many people actually believe the sewage water found in this sarcophagus was associated with the Fountain of Youth.
Egyptian artifacts make absolutely zero sense, and archaeologists might just be afraid of being wrong. How is it the further back in time we go, the more advanced they get? Egypt is old, like really old. Egypt is so old that even ancient Egyptians studied ancient Egyptian history thousands of years older than them. When the Romans discovered the pyramids, they were older to the Romans than the Romans are to us today. Woolly mammoths still roamed the earth when they were first built. And of course, everyone knows that Cleopatra lived closer to the invention of the iPhone, or hell, closer to you watching this video right now than she did to the construction of the pyramids. What's strange is that as time went on, their artifacts somehow got less and less advanced. The Egyptian Empire reigned for about 3,000 years, divided into approximately 31 dynasties classified into the Old, Middle, and New Kingdoms. When we go back to the first 5 or so dynasties, the Old Kingdom, we see impressive feats of design engineering unlike any other. And impressive is an understatement. These are straight up machine perfect down to the micrometer. Like this round vase, perfectly balancing itself dead center on a point no larger than the tip of an egg. Except this isn't your pottery class vase made of clay. It's granite. And granite is harder than steel. That's a fact. Here are the numbers. Here's another vase, slightly chipped, revealing its walls are as thin as a playing card. Another bowl made from diorite, a stone as hard or even slightly harder than granite, whose walls are literally 1/40th of an inch or half a millimeter thick. We have no idea how to make granite pottery like this using known ancient methods, although high-tech machines could probably do the trick. But I don't think you realize how insane it is to suggest that this level of mechanical precision was achieved on granite using primitive tools softer than granite, the official claim. And these are just a few. There were over 40,000 of these artifacts found under the Step Pyramid of Djoser dating back to the 3rd or 4th dynasty, with some suggesting they're actually pre-dynastic, meaning they're even older, and the Old Kingdom Egyptians just inherited them from a previous civilization. Oh, we're in too deep now, Johnny boy. It's only in recent times when we finally analyzed them with modern light scanning technology that we found out how mind-bendingly precise they really are. They took a jar, did some measurements in a lab, and to this day, Egyptologists have no explanation for these results. The top of the vase was 3,000ths of an inch away from being perfectly flat, something only possible with like CNC machines today. For reference, a sheet of paper is 7,000ths of an inch thick. A human hair is 2 to 3. This thing was a literal hair away from being perfectly flat. The inside lip of the vase's mouth was 1/1000th of an inch away from being perfectly perpendicular to the top, which is a mathematically flawless right angle. And the entire vase was 13,000ths of an inch, which is still just like 2 sheets of paper away from being perfectly circular. These are legit CNC machine level perfections, mass produced over 40,000 times on a material harder than steel using copper and stone tools by hand. Oh, and they might be pre-dynastic before copper tools were widely even used. I don't see an ounce of logic in that. Okay, maybe this one was just a fluke, right? A one-off perfect vase as a result of mass producing over 40,000 of them. So they took more into the lab and found even more astonishingly accurate measurements, revealing alleged machine-calculated mathematical use of pi, the golden ratio, and more, again to within thousandths of an inch of accuracy. That's like that much. Everything from the flatness of the base, the roundness, and even the uniformity of the thickness of the walls was nothing less of CNC machine perfection. Justifying this by saying they were just really skilled or they had a lot of time does not explain this level of precision with the known tools and methods at their disposal. There are even some vases that are reportedly made from corundum, which is magnitudes harder than granite and sits right behind diamond on the hardness scale. Although this one is for some reason debated, a lot of people claim it isn't made from corundum, but still others insist it is. A single one of these pots would have likely taken weeks, if not months, given modern explanations. Shouldn't there be evidence of their highly precise techniques all over ancient Egypt? Oh, there was this, a hieroglyph outlining the sculpting of an alabaster vase, one of the softest materials ever, softer than marble, and totally possible with their tools. But it's been proven that the technique outlined here would not work with granite. Sure, cutting into huge slabs using rough and painstakingly slow techniques using those tools might be possible, as we've seen them desperately trying to prove, but the force of friction required to achieve that simply would not be possible on small, delicate artifacts like these, never mind how machine accurate they are. Some of these vases are as small as a thimble, not even practical, and even harder to make, almost like they were just showing off, like, look what we can do. One theory is that these vases were spun on some sort of grinding tool, for which they have no evidence, no recordings of, but that's completely blown out of the water with the lug handles on the sides here. It's pretty obvious that these wouldn't be possible from spin grinding. Absolutely no one can explain how these lug handles were made, which again, lab results showed that they too were perfectly symmetrical and level to each other to within thousandths of an inch. Later dynasties even tried recreating these jars, and although still impressive, are nowhere near the precision of the earlier ones. This level of advanced pottery is said to have reached its peak in the first two dynasties, and then poof, they just forgot how to do it, which leads people to believe these artifacts might be much older than anyone thinks. What if they inherited them from even earlier previous civilizations? And it doesn't end with these. There's also the schist disc crafted from a single piece of stone. Tell me, what kind of stone can be shaped like this by hand? No one really knows what this is, said to be a bowl or a flower holder of some sort, even though it looks sorta mechanical. Recovered from a first dynasty tomb, and again thought to be even older than that. Then we get to the statues, and these somehow make even less sense. The face of Ramesses at Luxor. Several of these statues were made in honor of the pharaoh Ramesses. Engineer Christopher Dunn noticed that there was something off about these faces. They were perfect, but almost too perfect, and not in a human way. He took a photo of the statue head, made it 50% transparent, flipped it, and overlaid the left side on the right side. Doing this, he discovered the face was perfectly symmetrical. Centerline measurements confirmed this too. It's like half the head was carved, then copy-pasted to the other half. We see consistent eye-to-mouth profile ratios across all of these statue heads. Something that we'd likely do with like 3D modeling programs today, computer accurate precision. Same thing with the crowns on their heads, and this wasn't done just once but repeated among many statues. This isn't something that anyone could just eyeball, but experts insist they were all done by hand. Professional sculptor Mike Leckie even wrote in a letter saying that his modern diamond tools would have been well worn out before barely even starting to sculpt something like this out of granite, and states that it would have been borderline impossible to repeatedly achieve this level of accuracy time and time again using only the tools we have evidence of. What machining technologies did ancient Egyptians or even earlier civilizations before them possess that archaeologists just simply refuse to even consider?
Amazing, sometimes terrifying artifacts found in caves. For the first time in 60 years, scientists and archaeologists have actually uncovered a little piece of the Dead Sea Scrolls in a cave. The fragments were found in the Qumran caves up in the northeast corner of the Dead Sea. They believe that it's the missing part of the 12 minor prophets, known as the Cave of Horrors because of all the skeletons, including men, women, and then this child that they found, over 6,000 years old. They also found the world's oldest basket at 10,500 years old. The small piece of manuscript that they discovered can hold the key to unlocking a lot of the past of what they've been trying to figure out with the Dead Sea Scrolls. It's an amazing find. If given the chance, would you go to this cave and go through it and explore? Let me know in the comments.
Wait, what? They're what?
Don't touch
I'm
the
not
bottle.
gonna crawl through my bare hand. They got leprosy on them.
The likelihood of anything testing positive is unlikely.
Yeah, these are actual sacrums, femurs, tibias, skulls.
Skull too?
Skull right here, look. These are all skulls.
Oh, why are you touching it? Leprosy.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Dude, if I get leprosy, Elton,
Yeah, we're gonna have to call on the phone. Sorry. We gotta crawl. We gotta crawl. We gotta crawl, so be careful.
oh yeah, more man.
We gotta crawl.
Dude, this is. It never doesn't feel like absolutely. I mean, this is crazy. Yeah. Yeah, you don't get to do this on the public tour.
How do these bones even get in here?
They carried them down. For 30 years, they transported 6 million plus people.
I mean, in a specific tiny hallway.
The thing is, the entire thing we just walked through used to be filled to the brim. That's what I'm saying. Like, over the years, they've all been taken out.
Alright. There's a whole pelvis bone up here.
Yeah, man.
Hell no, man. Hell no, man.
Hey, everyone hold after Evan. Everyone just hold. We may not be able to go through.
It's just...
No, that's an impossible.
Yeah.
Just FYI to everyone, this is a dead end. It is one of the craziest things you will ever see in your life.
Alright,
So. Holy shit. Yeah, man.
No way we're gonna do that.
Wow. Yeah, man.
Wow.
You want a picture?
I took one back there.
Of you, though.
No.
Yeah. All right. I know this is like morbid to say, but I'm at least kind of happy that this is still here.
For sure.
Because I really thought this was all going to be gone. It's crazy to think these were all like people. Like 300 years ago. These were all you and I. And then this is it. This is all you're left to. It's just so, I don't know, such a weird thing to think about.
Let alone just forgotten.
Yeah. It's just so bizarre because like I can like visualize, you know what I mean, imaginatively, like these people living in this city and then a pandemic coming through and then here they all are. So crazy. And no one can visit their graves anymore. No one has any idea who they are. Bizarre. And then here we are, just as respectfully as we can, I guess, walking on them.
Thanks, man. It's the leprosy off of me. Thank you, Marty. Now we both have it. Did you call on the bones?
A little bit. And then he said turn back, so I turn back.
I said, I'm back.
Let's see how far we can go. It's impossible.
Yeah?
No, it's absolutely impassable. Oh, actually?
Yeah?
Oh, no way. Oh, it might be doable.
Just if you're going, make sure you can get back. Do not get stuck.
I just don't like that I touched him.
Huh? You got something? Can you come back? Yo, found something, y'all.